Hello, is this on? Probably on. Welcome to the room. Nobody's here except me. Send help. Tom's having a day off today. He's having none of it. We've just finished like a really long day of shooting, so Tom's having a day off. Josh isn't here yet. Some bamboozling face, so he needs to get it quick. And Greg is getting me some water. So you've got me for a minute. Shout out Beth, probably the only person listening. Hello. If you're listening, thank you for listening. We talk about films on this radio show. But in other news, I've just sliced all my finger open and it really, really hurts. And I'm actually bleeding. Like it's really gory. Like it's like an inch long cut. Ow. Sliced it open with a plastic fork. How do you even do that? Stupidly painful. So that happened. But yeah. It's not just nothing going on. There's a guy playing a piano. I'm to be honest, like I'm not a great host now because I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm eating. Which is one of them. Oh, Greg is back. He's got himself 2 iron brews, not just 1. 2 iron brews. And me a water. So you'll have the joy of Gregor in a second, and then we'll talk about films because, you know, you've got to throw the conversation. Can't just have it my own. Thank you, Evian. He's got me an Evian. Oh my god. You know, Evian is the best water. We were having this discussion the other day. With what's the best water? And
the best by far.
Because Gregor popped up and he was like, look, you know what? Buxton is a good water. And I just turned to him and went, no, Buxton's the worst water. Buxton water is terrible.
You have no actual evidence why Buxton was bad.
Buxton is terrible. It doesn't taste as good as Evian.
It tasted fine.
No, it doesn't.
It
Water tastes different, and anyone who says water doesn't taste different doesn't drink enough water.
If you're saying water doesn't taste different.
Water tastes different, and Evian is the best water. You can't beat Evian. I love Evian.
It's not the best. Highland Springs is the best.
No, Evian's the best. And then, I mean, Highland Springs good, and to be honest, most of them are good. It's just Buxton's terrible.
Buxton's not terrible.
I mean, my tap water's good, home in Bolton, but shout out Bolton. But Jesus Christ, this finger hurts. But Evian is the best. Look how deep this cut is.
How sharp are those forks?
I don't know. Really hurts. Stupidly painful. So I've introduced the show, but I mean, why are the co-hosts not running this show?
I don't know. Shout out to anyone's listening.
I already shouted at Beth, but I don't know if anyone else is listening.
Shout out to the other people that are listening. I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure there isn't. If your name's Beth and you're also listening and you're not the Beth I'm shouting out, who the hell are you?
No.
Stop listening. You terrifying person.
Stay listening.
No, stay listening. Yeah, we need you.
We need the audience.
I need movie news this week. I feel like I've heard quite a lot, but I'm eating. I'm enjoying it. The first 10 minutes is going to be quite slow.
Probably.
And I'll apologise in advance for that. I've just cut myself open.
Yeah, he is actually nursing a really heavy wound.
Not in like a suicidal way.
Yeah.
More of a accidental, Gregor threw a fork at me, I tried to catch it and slice myself open sort of way. Bizarre though. How do you do that?
I don't know. I thought I chucked it quite softly, but apparently it severed.
Well, I wanted to make sure I caught it and it didn't go on the floor, so instead of like being normal, I went about it in the most retarded way possible.
Is our mic really quiet?
No, your mic wasn't on.
Ah, quality.
Gregor's back. We've had this entire discussion. Gregor's mic hasn't been on.
Hi.
Yeah. Go on, let's.
So, film news.
Film news. Yes. What's
I
happening in
don't
the world
really
of
know.
films?
I'm not really been focusing this much this week on what's been happening in the world
I
of
have,
film.
but have you watched any films recently?
No, I've not. No.
Watched Get Out. I think I've told you about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good. No, not pretty good. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it. Bit predictable, but I suppose we've just seen quite a lot of horror films. Most things are predictable. But it's, I enjoyed it. It's not too scary. A couple of jump scares in it. I'd say watch. Definitely watch.
Do they overuse the jump scare?
No.
Like, is it?
It's not like it's not like the Conjuring type of thing where it's like everything's a jump scare.
Yeah.
Some jump scares are out of nowhere. I mean, there's probably a solid amount of jump scares for a modern day horror film. It's still psychologically quite creepy. I wouldn't call it scary. But there are bits in it where you're like, bit. I
Aye.
jumped once, and to be honest, I usually never jump at jump scares.
Right.
And I jumped once, which is more than usual. But that was because I really wasn't expecting it.
That's good. That's how a jump scare is meant to be.
Yeah.
Every other film nowadays, jump scares are just long build up. Nothing happens. Sudden jump scare.
Yeah.
That's the modern day jump scare. And it's just not effective anymore.
Which is a pain.
Because as soon as you hear that like really high pitched noise
Yeah.
to build up to the jump scare, I'm either incredibly on edge.
I mean, you
waiting
can tell
for
by
it.
camera techniques as well.
Yeah. It's just annoying. Like,
You jump because of the build-up. Like, you know it's
Yeah.
coming, so you ready yourself, but you still jump, and it's really irritating.
you never get a fright. You just go, there you go. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's like
That's
it's
what
like
they're
a
building
sudden
for.
rush, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't like those sort of horror films, because what's the point? It's just a cheap scare.
Yeah.
I want to be scared, but I want to be scared without jump scares. If you can scare me, and like without just having a jump scare, then
Boo.
yeah, like then I'll be genuinely like, this is a good film.
Aye, I know what you mean.
If you can actually scare me like that, I'll be impressed.
I'm not the biggest horror fan, me. I don't go out my way to watch horrors.
Yeah, I see.
But-
I'm the opposite.
Get Out has actually excited me. I am really curious to watch it because it just actually looks like a good film at the end of the day.
Like, it's a good film, and I can see the hype around it, but I found it weird that this horror film built hype, because horror films like this don't usually build hype, but this one's built so much, and it's not like the best film ever. I mean,
No.
there's been better horror films in recent years, but in terms of horror this year, it might be the best. I'm looking forward to like It. Is probably the other big one I'm looking forward to. A couple of Stephen King adaptations coming out this year, including The Dark Tower with Idris Elba.
I'm not too sure about it because obviously it's another quite a classic sort of horror,
Yeah.
an iconic sort of image is that clown in the drain pipe.
Pennywise, yeah.
And I feel like this new version of it is literally just.
I feel like it's going to be very similar, but I don't think a lot of people have seen it.
That is true. No.
Like, I think people know of that bit, we all float down here,
Yeah.
because that's it's like one of the main bits in it. But I don't think people know of the monster in it, because people just think it's a clown, but it isn't a clown. It's like some
Okay.
alien. And it's a big book. It's a really big book. And the clown, it's Tim Curry plays the clown in the original, and it's good. I watched it a while ago, but I'm quite. Clowns are one of the only thing that like sort of bother me. I don't like clowns.
Like,
But Pennywise is a scary
who's
film.
playing Pennywise now?
I can't remember his name. It's someone I'm pretty sure that I know, but he looks good. Like, he looks like you imagine him, but
Yeah.
I just don't think most people have seen it, and I can understand why.
That's fair.
It's a long film actually, but there's a lot of it that people just don't know. Like, they know the opening bit,
Yeah.
and then there's tons of it that people just don't have a clue of the plot of it.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. That's.
But
Quite
I think it's a film. It's just one. If you're gonna remake a horror film, I feel like it isn't one of the ones where you'd have been
No.
like, "How dare you remake this?"
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Like, if you remade Jaws, I'd throw something at you. But
No, I don't think you're going to be seeing a remake of Jaws for like a couple of years, but I do see people actually.
people will
Get
remake
balls
it, and
enough.
that's the problem. You don't need to remake Jaws.
You don't need to, but people can see money getting made out of it. So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, film is going to the way now that it is just.
I
more
don't
of a
think while
business.
Spielberg's alive, he'll allow it,
No, definitely not.
because I wouldn't. If you made a film as good as Jaws when you were like, what, 23,
Yeah.
I wouldn't allow anyone remaking it. Because I still think the shark looks real. I'd disagree with anyone who says that shark doesn't look real.
Right. That's such a big talking point about Jaws, about how the shark's in it, how the shark's not in it. At the end of the day, I just think the whole film by itself is just like really impressive.
It's a masterpiece.
Like, some people say, "Oh, you don't see enough of the shark." I don't care. In the original Alien, which is without a doubt the
You
best
barely see
one,
the xenomorph.
you barely see it, like, and that's the
Oh,
whole
I don't know. I
point.
like aliens more. I
Right,
prefer aliens.
No.
But
Right.
the thing is with Jaws, there's a genius thing that I don't think a lot of people pick up on. Is that any time you see the shark, you hear the music. But the shark's only there when you hear the music. So, for example, the bit, where the guy's a fake shark fin on? There's no music played. They all go, "Ah, shark!" and everyone runs and everyone empties themselves.
Yeah.
No, the dun 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 dun, that does not play. It only plays when there's a real shark. When Bruce is actually there to eat it, which is a little tiny sort of thing, but it's one of those film techniques that's genius because you never pick up on it, but it resonates with you, and it's just really clever.
I've actually never noticed that, to be fair. Yeah.
It's like if you were watching it and you picked up on it the first time, which I mean I didn't. My dad told me, but because my dad's favourite film, Jaws. But it's one of those where like, if you actually noticed it, then you'd know when the scares are going to be.
Mm.
It's a great film, Jaws. I love Jaws.
Should we put in a song?
Don't have any songs.
We're just going to go do it for YouTube today.
Don't know how to do that.
Put off the mics?
It's not for the mics.
Yeah, we'll just...
Well, I'll leave the mics on for now.
Okay.
I don't know how.
I think you just go onto the internet. Oh, there's Chrome. You could have done Chrome.
Oh, it's Chrome, lads. I opened the Internet Explorer. God. Look at me go. I'm going to do the soundtrack I want because...
Fuck you!
Screw you all. Alright, I'll play your soundtrack. I don't know what your soundtrack is, though.
Just Google
Yeah, I
it.
do know what it is. Are there any good songs in it?
There's many good songs in it.
Soundtrack. Alright, must be alright. It's the third. I don't know. I don't know if I like this.
Hmm?
I don't know if I like the look of this. I don't know. We're a bit quiet. Talk. I might pick a new soundtrack. It's a bit rubbish.
You've never seen it, have you? This film?
No.
I was genuinely really surprised by actually that it was good.
But I don't think it's guessable. This.
Yeah, it probably isn't. Like, there's a way to get it, but I don't know. Do you want to go with your soundtrack? We can.
Yeah, let's do my soundtrack.
Like, we are only co-hosts, so
Yes. Well, they're not here, are they? So
no. Let's rebel.
if they want their soundtrack, they can turn up on time. Good for. Talk to me, man.
I'm
Talk
eating.
to me. Talk to me. What have you done with your day?
What?
What have you done with your day?
What have I done with my day? Had to get up, and it was actually one of the best Thursdays I've had in ages.
It's been pretty good Thursday, actually. Well, it's not. It's been absolutely hectic, and I was out of my mind this morning. But
No, it was actually good just getting on set, not focusing about like a feature film, just focusing about like little shorts that you can actually get done in a days of filming. And it was just actually good being back on set. So yeah, I've had a pretty decent day. Right. Oh, you. What about you? How was your day?
Oh, it was my day. Absolutely mental.
Was it?
Yeah, it's really hectic. You were there for most of it, but
I was.
absolutely mental today. Alright, see if I can work out how to play this song.
I can just play this.
I have to turn.
Like.
And we're back. Sorry, go on, Gregor, say your thing.
The writers of Rogue One recently have been like, coming out with a lot of information. Because
Yeah,
of
they have actually. Because I feel like it's been long enough, so they've
Yeah.
started giving away the spoilers. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll not give away spoilers because you've probably seen it.
Yeah,
You might not have done. But yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
feel
all
like-
about the ending now, and it's. I just found some of the information. Should we say this? Should we spoil it?
yeah, go on.
Well, I'm not going to spoil the main bit, but it's what's the name of the head bad guy in Rogue One?
Krennic.
Krennic,
Director
yeah.
Krennic.
So apparently, in the original script, he was meant to get pulled out of the rubble, and he was meant to have survived the whole like building
What?
collapse.
Really? I
Exactly.
didn't see that.
Yeah, and then like he was meant to go up to the Death Star, meet Darth Vader, and then Darth Vader kills him for his failures.
Really?
Yeah, that was meant to happen.
Oh, was that who the? I read that he was supposed to kill the main character, force choke him when he was supposed to become force choke.
Yeah,
which is cool, but he'd never. I mean, how'd you get out of the wreckage?
That's what I've like the two stories that I've heard about from the writers. It basically just went, we were going to do this, but it was way too far fetched and caused way too many problems with having like loopholes in it. So both times we just went nah, like, and then just chucked it away, like. Which I actually really like from a writer's point of view. Like, I think that's pretty cool. Like, how they saw a structure to a story. They saw one way to go down that some people could find boring. They could have more action in it. Like, obviously, Krallick's death.
I mean, I love the end because they were thinking of not having it. I think there was an upbeat end.
There was, and it was written.
An option, which would have been terrible. You can't have it because none of them are in there. Like, it's logical that I'm going to spoil it now, but everyone dies. Everyone
dies. Like,
right, like, and it's logical because none of them are in the film, and the people who are never go. So, like, Mon Mothma, he stays on Yavin 4.
Exactly.
And Bail Organa, Jimmy Smith's character, he goes back to Alderaan and gets blown up. So you never see him again, which is nice to see those characters. I mean, I loved
some questions that what happens between the prequels and the original trilogy. It answers some really good questions that people have actually been wondering. Now,
yeah, it was basically an opening crawl, essentially.
Yeah, but if you were to watch them as a marathon, would you go prequels, Rogue One, then the original trilogy? Then
see, I don't know. Right, because obviously when I have kids, I'm gonna have to show them the Star Wars.
Yeah, trilogy. Obviously standard.
It's all however many there is by the time I have kids, and I'm trying to work out. I've been trying to plan for some time how I want to show. In what order I want to show it, because I mean, when I watched them, I was 1999 was when Phantom Menace came out, so I was 2, and I went to the cinema to watch Phantom Menace. And you know, as far back as I remember, I've always known Star Wars.
Yeah.
I used to play it in the playgrounds with my mates. I just thought I've always had Star Wars Battlefront as the game, so Star Wars has been my life really.
Exactly.
So it's bizarre to me how I don't know in what order I watched it. I just know it all. And, I mean, everyone forgets that one of the biggest twists in movie history is Darth Vader being the dad.
Yeah.
Because although it's one of the most quoted movie lines, but if you didn't know that's why everyone knows it. But if you don't know the twist, you're like, oh, actual twist.
Like, for me, the weird thing was, I'd watched the original trilogy and I'd watched Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. And I never pieced together, like, because I was really young, so I didn't really ever follow. I just watched the films and was entertained by, like, the shiny swords. Some of it, but equally I was, like, really into the other parts of it. But then, like, I was watching, just before we went to go see the Revenge of the Sith, my dad turned to me and revealed that Emperor Palpatine was actually...
Yes, I don't think I remember putting that together.
I didn't clock on.
No, I don't think I remember doing that.
So I think that's why I'd probably show the prequels to my kids first.
I mean, it's so obvious if you're
obvious
an adult.
if you know it, yeah, because it's the same guy that plays him. Like,
it's the same guy that plays him, and George Lucas he wants you to know.
Yeah.
It's the same guy from the off, so you're like, oh, he's a bit dodgy. It's the same way that he wants you to know that Anakin is Vader from the off. Like, I love the idea, but I mean... Could have been better. The prequels could have been better.
Like the prequels, you could either. It depends what like kind of twist you want like to go along. Because if you go on like the prequels at the start, it's a huge twist that Emperor Palpatine is actually the Sith Lord. Like if you for the first time watching it, it would feel like a huge twist, even though it's very obvious. Yeah. But it takes away from the huge twist that Darth Vader is actually Luke's dad.
Because Palpatine's barely in it. He's only in the final film.
Yeah.
He plays his face in the second in Empire Strikes Back, but in the original film, before it all got redone, it wasn't that actor that was the face on the TV. It was just a random guy, and then that actor came in for the third one, but obviously now, and all the redone editions were Hayden Christensen's at the end, and I prefer Hayden Christensen being at the end.
Right.
I prefer it. I just think that's when Anakin died, so that's how he should go back to Force Ghost. It makes so much sense to me rather than him being old. Because Vader might have turned good in the end, but he's a different person. And things Vader did, Anakin never would have done when he was a kid, essentially.
I've just seen this headline now.
Yes, what are you looking at? Are you looking at this one?
Yes, it is. I saw it a couple of days ago.
Yeah, so did I.
Robert Downey Jr. will play Dr. Dolittle.
Right, so
How do you feel about that?
I saw this on my Twitter the other day, and I thought, fair. Right, I don't think I've ever seen Dr. Dolittle. I think I've probably seen it when I was really young, obviously.
Same. I think I saw.
I mean, I'm not keen on Eddie Murphy. You know.
It didn't make a mark on me. If I'd seen it, I might have.
Exactly.
It's not made a mark.
And all I did, I knew exactly what I was looking for. I went on it, I clicked on the comments, and I was just waiting for a comment to say, "How dare this be played by a white actor?" That's what I saw. I just saw people going, "Nope, black role." But imagine if somebody turned around and went, "Nope, no, you can't play this. This is a white role," and how much everyone would go, "No, whoa, hang on a minute," like kick off. So I'm quite happy. I mean, I like Robert Downey Jr.
I don't think Dr. Dolittle is an iconic African American.
I mean,
role.
no. I think it is.
You think
but
it is?
Purely because of Eddie Murphy's portrayal.
Okay, I think it's an iconic Eddie Murphy role. I don't think it's an iconic black
role.
No,
yeah, I'll agree with that. But I think Eddie Murphy's a very loud African American man, so you see it as that. So like, with Robert Downey Jr. playing him, I feel like Robert Downey Jr. to everyone nowadays, he's just going to be Iron Man. Like, and I think for the rest of his life, he's just going to be, that's Iron Man.
Yeah.
And that's how everyone sees him. I feel like he just plays himself.
I think he'll be, exactly. Iron Man is literally basically Robbie Downey Jr.
That's the impression I get, because he's so good as him. He's like he's just naturally flowing. But I think it'll be good. It doesn't bother me in any way.
I read it, I went, that's a bit interesting. And then, because I think Dr. Dolittle never made an impression on me, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I think I'll have seen it once, and it didn't like blow up in my face. I didn't.
Go up the page. I'm sure I saw another headline that I've seen recently.
There's a bunch in it.
There's
this one, I can't really comment on because
I don't know much about the anime. I don't know much about what's going on, but Death Note is getting a film, and that is one where it's a full cast of white people and people aren't happy. But equally,
don't the Japanese make them white? Don't when you draw the anime characters?
I've had this conversation
with
quite a few people that anime drawers, you can distinctly see
because they love the Americans, they favour the Americans, so that's what they draw it for.
It depends what they want. It depends what the artist does. Because sometimes artists draw Asians just as kind of Caucasian people, and then draws a Caucasian person as a completely over the top stereotype. But equally, there's one called Attack on Titan, which I've watched. That's the only anime I've watched, and it's the whole point of it is that there's only one character left in it who's actually an original Japanese woman, and everyone else is just mixed together.
See, I mean, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't mind if anybody plays anybody. Like I think, like Tom, the co-host on the show, he gets quite panicky about people playing of colour playing different roles, or white people taking over black people's roles, or black people taking over white people's roles, and it gets quite panicky about whitewash. And it does not bother me in any way as long as the film's good. And the acting's good. I don't care who plays it. It doesn't bother me.
At the end of the day, I know a lot of people are really. Mulan's quite a big thing that's come out recently.
I think it's such a small thing to be annoyed about.
Yeah.
I think logically you should pick if it's something like Mulan, it's a Chinese film set in China. But if they pick one white actress to play the lead, and then the rest is Chinese actors, it doesn't bother me because it's all going to be in American anyway. It's in English. They're all going to be speaking English with American accents, so it's completely irrelevant. It's not if you want to do it true, you're going to have to you get Chinese people in speaking fluent Chinese, and then have subtitles. But that's not going to happen because
that is where people don't care about that. Don't have that sort of line in the sand. They don't think about that. They'll
go, we want real Chinese people in it, but then when they'll complain because they have to read subtitles.
When they get a film full of only Chinese known actors with Chinese
they'll go, but I don't know anyone in it, so I don't want to watch it.
They will just not go
exactly,
to the film.
Exactly, and that irritates me because people kick off about anything nowadays, and it just you're not gonna. People, the whole reason we have an acting system, the whole reason we have actors as in the public eye, is because these sell films.
Yeah.
Actors sell films. You go watching a film because, you see a film and you see Ryan Gosling. It's like Ryan Gosling. I'll go, I like Ryan Gosling. All right, I'll watch that. You see a film and it's got.
They're marketing campaign actors now.
Yeah, they are.
They're very much.
It helps that they're good, some of them, but they're a marketing campaign. Directors and actors, stars. That's what a star is. It's a star system, and the actors. They sell the film. You'll see an actor in a film and go, sounds good. Which is
good
fair.
old Brie Larson getting another role.
Yes, she's playing the woman, the first, Victoria Woodhull, which I know nothing about. So
I
that'd be
literally
quite
have no
interesting.
idea anything about that. Like,
Um,
but right next to it, it's actually something quite interesting because a lot of people are talking about this.
This is speculation. This
Yeah, it's all just speculation for now. Who do you want to play Cable in Deadman?
Well,
Deadpool 2?
I heard Russell Crowe was a big front runner for it, and I like Russell Crowe, but I don't even know who Cable is. So
I just heard he's a
gonna lie.
big musty guy with a robotic arm that can time travel.
it says here, Deadpool 2, Michael Shannon front runner to play Cable. Now I really like Michael Shannon.
I think Michael Shannon is brilliant.
I saw Michael Shannon first I ever saw him in Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah.
And I love him in Boardwalk Empire. I think he's genius. I think his character arc is very, very good.
I just like how the fact that he can go from looking like a really nice looking,
Yeah,
like, a really
to
nice kind
absolutely
of to an
terrifying,
absolute
the scariest.
psycho.
Yes, I love that.
What was it?
very
Was
good.
it Premium Rush? That he was just chasing
I don't think I've seen it.
Jordan Joseph Levitt through like a city on a bike. He's brilliant in it because he's just an absolute madman.
See, I think Michael Shannon's a very, very good and very underrated actor. I don't think he's been in enough.
Because
But
people, I know a lot of people who know comics are mad about this.
Because he had an Oscar nom this year for what's it called? The one with. It's like one of the only ones I didn't watch. Anyway, he had an Oscar nom this year for a supporting role, and I'm sure he was good in it. But then I watched him in a film this year, last year, 2016, which is probably one of the worst films I watched that year. Like, I hated it.
What was it?
I'm gonna have to Google it 1 second. But like, and I liked him in it, but I couldn't. I hated the film, but it's irritating because I think people loved it. People loved this film. Like, I can't remember. I'm getting IMDb now. Midnight Special. Hated that film.
I've not heard of it really.
It's called Midnight Special. It's about this kid, and he has like, I don't even know. It's got Kylo Ren in it. Adam Driver. He was like the first thing he was in after it was Kylo Ren.
Really?
And it had Kylo Ren and Michael Shannon in it. My dad was like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. Go watching it." So I was like, "All right, nothing else to do." So I went watching it, and it's just this little annoying, not even a good actor kid, who his eyes are like laser beams.
Oh,
and he has to wear goggles to keep it combined. I don't know.
Isn't that just Cyclops from X-Men?
Yeah, I don't know what that. And then they had to transport him across the country, but to an alien. And then there was like an alien world built on Earth. I don't know.
What?
It was really random, and I got really, really bored, and I really didn't like it. That wasn't a great film, but Michael Shannon.
Sounds like it got quite a good cast. Like,
it's got a good cast. That's where I was like, you know what? I like Michael Shannon. I've just seen Star Wars 7. Kylo Ren's a great character. So I was like, yeah, I'll go watching it. No, hate it at all. What else was I going to say? Fargo Series 3 trailer, but I've not watched it because I'm keeping it really under wraps. I'm avoiding everything for it. I'm literally just avoiding it completely. I'm very excited. Did you watch Fargo series?
No, I've not. I might have talked about this last week, but I remembered I watched the first episode and I went, oh, decent. It's a bit weird. It's a bit like quirky in its own way, and I did like it, but it was just one of those. It just never took off for me. Like, I never just got into a consistent flow. I think if I started trying to watch it again, I might get into it a bit more.
Which one was this? Fargo series 1.
Series 1, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love series 1. I mean, I love series 2, but I really, really like. I forgot his name. That's bad, isn't it?
Martin Freeman.
Yeah, Martin Freeman. I love Martin Freeman. I think he's a very.
I do really like Martin Freeman, and it was just. I think season 1 came out in and around Hobbit time, didn't it? Was it before?
I think. Oh no, I don't know. I think it might have just been around. I'll Google it. But I love Martin Freeman and Billy Bob Thornton. I really like, and he's terrifying in Fargo series 1. And then I watched Love Actually this year again, and Billy Bob Thornton's in it briefly.
Yeah.
And he terrified me in it.
That's getting a.
Yes,
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
It's a segue, isn't it? It's a segue. Have you watched it?
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I think it's.
I like Love Actually. Love Actually is a good film.
Like,
it's genuinely a good
every
film.
while, and it's actually just a good watch.
Yeah, like it actually is a good film. Like I put it off for so long because I was like, girly film.
Yeah.
Crap.
Like, obviously, there's some storylines in it that I really don't care about, like the old lady that starts getting young guys. That one I'd pass off, but like some of them do. Some of them are actually just really entertaining. Like,
I mean, I love that bit where the Prime Minister, he dances and
exactly.
I
find that's
really like
genius.
that. I just think it's funny. But like, I put it off for so Bill Nye's brilliant as well.
Bill Nye's great.
But I thought it'd be terrible, and I watched it. I know, because all I see now is Andrew Lincoln as Rick from The Walking Dead, and he'll always be. And I watched him. I don't know if any of your listeners watched the new. It's like they did like this teaser trailer for it. It was quite good. It's to do it in the sign format.
Yeah.
And like because Andrew Lincoln drops the signs outside Coyote's door, and he does that, but they're all doing it, and they're like reading bit by bit to the actual music. It's really good.
Yeah, I just saw it this morning. I was like, what's this on about? And it's just like, just for Red Nose Day, the whole cast is getting back to do a little.
It's good. The only person who isn't coming back is what's his name?
Colin Firth, I think is.
Colin. Oh yeah, I don't think Colin Firth's back. No, but the woman's the Spanish woman's there.
Is she?
Yeah.
I didn't see him in the trailer though, so maybe not. Like...
Because Alan Rickman died.
Oh.
Which is a shame. And obviously he was quite a big character in the film, and he had the thing with his wife.
Yeah, his storyline was actually really good.
Yeah, where he cheated on his wife.
Completely forgot about
Or
that.
maybe he didn't cheat on his wife, he just bought her the necklace.
Yeah.
We were never told whether he cheated on the wife, I don't think. It's just, it's like, the second you're lucky and you're cheating, really, aren't you? So it was one of those, and obviously he's died, and at the end of the film, they sort of like get on.
Yeah. They're not really like.
And they give it a go, don't they? They're
not as in love as they were before.
No,
but they
and you can tell they're doubting it.
Yeah.
And so what's her name? It's Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
Emma Thompson's not coming back for this one.
I think that's very fair, to be honest.
Which I think is fair, because it's sort of like honouring his memory.
Yeah.
You couldn't come back and go, split it with him.
Or we just got back from his funeral. He passed.
Yeah,
away. Like that's.
You couldn't. It's not.
I prefer her doing that.
Just
the worst thing that has come away from Love Actually is the endless amount of holiday films we get now with massive casts and no story.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
what I loved about Love Actually is the fact that it was a load of different storylines that you actually cared about most of them. But nowadays you're getting, I think I watched a couple of years, New Year's Eve with Ashton Kutcher, Vanessa Hudgens. It was just dreadful.
Oh,
it was
no, I didn't watch that.
dreadful.
I don't watch that. I actually don't watch them.
I got two older sisters and they just put it on one time.
See, I just don't watch romances.
It was just terrible. Like,
I cannot stand them. I'm going to put a song on, but I'm going to try to get the right one. I don't know which. I'll put this on. I don't even. I mean, I'll know when I hear them, but probably. Alright.
I guess is that one.
I'm gonna try it. Song.
It's a nice little fade in there, Jack.
Ah, yes, thank you. That wasn't actually me, that's just how the song cut out. Like, it just gave up on us.
Well,
alright.
Hello, Rigo, how are you doing?
I'm alright.
We got a guest on the show today.
I have returned.
Rigo has returned.
Sorry, I'm late.
Alright, let's see. Let's carry on with
Alright, have you heard the theory that Sony's Alive is
live,
a prequel to
yeah.
Sony's Venom spin-off?
I think I told you the other day. We're at Mike's.
I
quite like the idea, but apparently Matt said it wasn't true, but I like the idea of it. It's the fact that you're not the host. It's the idea that
I think it would be interesting.
I thought that guy's name was Bill Condon.
Where?
Where it says Bill Condon. Empire Podcast.
Oh, that one, yeah. Yeah, I like the idea because it's basically just Alien. It comes out tomorrow, and it looks like it's just an Alien because it's basically that they define this life. That's what it's called, and then they try and I think they try to take it home, and it essentially just comes alive, tries to kill them all.
It's every space movie now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose, but in a way, it's much more Alien than other things because it is just about one xenomorph essentially.
Yeah, one creature that is just wiping out.
Trying to sort things out. But I love this news.
I love the fact that Venom's getting its own film.
I love Venom. I was just saying this to someone the other day.
I think Venom's been absolutely wasted as a character
He
in
has.
all the Spider-Man films.
We were talking about it the other day because Spider-Man 3 is a terrible, terrible film.
Terrible.
But Venom is a great character, and it's a damn shame that
It's a damn
shame that it was wasted like that. Because I love Black Spider-Man. I think the Black Spider-Man suit is so cool. But now Venom's getting his own film, and it'll be in the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
I assume with the real Spider-Man.
The Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. So that means we might get some of the Avengers in it. We'll definitely get Spider-Man in it, I assume.
No, because what I'm confused about is this is a Sony production.
Oh, so it's not.
So it's nothing to do
so
with the
Sony
MCU.
must own Venom then,
Yeah, they own all the
And
Spider-Man, like
except from
heroes
Spider-Man.
villains.
No, they just loaned Spider-Man
They
to
loan
Marvel.
Spider-Man
Oh,
to
did
Marvel. Yeah. The Tom Holland Spider-Man is the only thing I think MCU.
But
can
even
do
then,
with Spider-Man.
that's still Sony.
It's still Sony
But
still
it's
get money out
crossover
of it.
with Marvel.
I didn't know that. I did not know they.
They've just because they fucked it up so many times.
Yeah,
It's
they-
sort of just
they-
like, here you go, just do something good with it so we can make some money. Because I don't think anybody would pay again if it wasn't for the fact that it's with the Avengers.
Yeah, that's true.
They've also developed working on a spin-off for the characters Black Cat and Silver Sable.
I have seen that. Yeah.
I don't know who they are.
It's,
The
No,
thing
I
is,
don't
that's what I love about
It's
Marvel
basically
films.
Catwoman and and Felicity Jones is in talks apparently.
And that's what I love about Marvel films is the fact that when they release these films, they don't have a clue who the people are.
No.
Oh, have you heard this news? Netflix are trying to complete an Orson Welles film.
Yeah, it was like
he had an
his last
unfinished
one.
film, yeah, that he didn't finish, and then so they're trying to get all the bits together and reshoot and shoot the end of it. But I assume they're proper shooting it in like 40mm or however it was shot.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to do that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it'd be any good. As
I
well.
mean, in Orson Welles style as well.
One Trick Pony. That kid. Remember
Not
F for
really.
Fake that we watched in
that was dreadful.
that film?
Oh, that was that Orson Welles? That?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
That was a documentary.
It was
man.
just an ego
He was the
trip
main
of Orson
He
Welles.
was the main character in it. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, well, I told you I'd tell you the truth for an hour, but this film has been running for an hour 20 minutes.
He was on
That was
such
so
an ego
cheeky.
trip for that whole film.
That
He
was the cheekiest moment I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen so many people just go for a collective fuck off.
Yeah.
I think you could hear like the sigh in the cinema when that line was
There was
read.
like,
Everyone was like,
collective get out. I mean, we still stayed for Secret Cinema though.
Yeah, because it was what
It was good to go and watch
Every
films.
now and then we get a
Like,
good film
I have a theory that people will much rather be angry at stuff than
without
be happy.
watching it.
No, it's just in general in life. I feel like if we had ever lived in a perfect world where nobody had anything to be angry
People
about,
would always find something to be
people,
angry
yeah,
about.
people always would.
We were discussing this earlier before you came because the rebooting Doctor Dolittle with Robert
Yeah,
Downey Jr.
with Robert Downey Jr.
But I said, the first thing I expected anyone to say was, but it's a black role, you can't put a white person in it. But then I was like, but imagine if someone said that, I said, but it's a white person role, you can't put a black guy in it. And the outrage you get. Like, people always find something to be angry at. People can't just go, oh, okay, I'll watch that. Or,
Yeah.
meh, I don't fancy it, sorry. Everyone will go, no, this can't happen. And I'm like, just take it.
Not film related, but obviously, like Big Bang Theory has been going for quite a while now, and I've just noticed at the corner of my eye, Jon Favreau is going to direct this Big Bang prequel,
Jesus.
which I find a very weird move from him because I actually like
Well, he's-
all this, most of the stuff that he's
Yeah,
done.
well,
I
he's
really
doing,
like.
He's doing Lion King, isn't he?
Yeah, I was a
Yeah.
huge fan of the Jungle Book.
I was. Like, it's only me and you, I swear.
I like the style. My gropes aren't with. Well, I think that's like an animated story. You know,
But
like
I don't
the
know. I
s-
think the
I
way
don't
that
think
it
the
was
story-
animated in the original is it's so
Yeah, no, I
racist
mean,
and
like-
so different.
I mean, when you look at the actual film itself, it's not great in terms of the story.
No,
It's not
I
their
don't
fault.
think it is
So
either.
I don't think
No.
like they should adapt everything for adapting its sake if it don't really work.
No,
like,
I mean, I
certain
agree
things
with that.
work as animation and stuff like that.
Like, I think a lot of Disney films are overrated.
I think I'm the only one who liked Christopher Walken's song.
I love that.
I love.
I thought it worked perfectly. Oh,
that
yeah.
sounded
That
like
was
they
so
were on,
good.
they were on a chat show
don't
and somebody said, "Do the song
Yeah.
as an impersonation of Christopher Walken,"
He's so good.
and it was just perfect. It was.
I
thought
loved it.
it
I
great.
loved everything about that film. I thought it was genius. I thought they used the songs
Nice.
perfectly. The fact he was just, when Baloo was just doing a bit of singing.
Yeah,
on
he's
it.
just doing bit of
No,
sessions
problem
casually
was-
going down the
I
river.
I would have
and
loved
lots
to
of-
have seen that I think it would have been better as a TV story, not TV series.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be
like he goes on that journey. Like what's it called? Scarlett Johansson's character is like in it for like
the
2
snake.
seconds.
Yeah, that was a bit point. I didn't like that bit.
Stupid.
It's because she's in it and
it did feel really
and
rushed.
Like you think that Thingy's gonna come back in the end, he doesn't. Well, not him personally, maybe because he gets crushed, but like his squad, Christopher Walken's squad.
Yeah, no, I don't think I ever expected that. And I like the end credits. Do you remember the end credits?
Yeah, the end credits.
It's like the book open.
Yeah, I love that.
That was really well done.
Oh, Godzilla, King Kong. I'm gonna watch King Kong tomorrow, Saturday maybe.
Stay to the after credit scene.
Why?
There's an after credit scene.
Don't care.
Tom did not stay to the after credit scene, and he got. It's all about Godzilla. It's pretty
Yeah, but I don't like Godzilla.
You're like, oh yeah, you're one of those people.
I hate the Godzilla.
People don't like Godzilla, but
I like the Godzilla 1998 with Matthew Broderick.
Explain
Of course,
that.
yeah.
Explain that one.
I think it's really good. I really like it.
It's so bad.
I really
It's
like
like
Godzilla.
Roland Emmerich at his best worst.
We talk about like Gareth Edwards every week, but I really like Godzilla.
I like.
I'm not
Day After
opinionated
Tomorrow
about
as
Godzilla. I don't really.
Like it's yeah. Like I'm not opinionated enough to go. This is the best film ever. I enjoyed the film,
I hated it.
but yeah, I didn't not like
I don't
that.
think I even finished it in the end.
I thought every scene with Godzilla in it was sick,
Yeah.
but the only problem was there was very little
I
scenes
think-
of Godzilla.
I
in
think it got to the point where it was like 10 minutes to go when the other two, what are they called, kaijis or something, turned
Yeah.
up.
I don't know.
They turned up and I looked at the time and it was like 10 minutes to go and I was like, I'm not even going to give it the satisfaction. Like it got to that point where it's like Godzilla's been in the entire film for up to that point 8 minutes. They told me it was going to be Walter Wright versus Godzilla. They lied. It's not.
There's even a bit in the opening credits
Yeah,
where
they
they
tell us
like
that,
where they like mark out stuff like censorship and all that crap. And there's a bit that they censor they put Walter White just before they announce Bryan Cranston as a character. And I'm like, that's cool. That should mean that Bryan Cranston's in it a lot more. He's not.
I don't get why they
He
did do
died.
that. Like, unless they were just like, we want to make it about. I get the sense that it was like, you're going to be the main character, and then this is going to be like some screen candy.
Yeah.
And then Bryan Cranston was like, I'll do it, but I don't have time because I've got so much to do. Like, oh, can we put you in it for a bit and give you a bit of money? And he'd be like, yeah, sure.
Sure, I know. See, have you seen Hannah?
I
Yeah.
have.
It's a bit. Why is it? What's it getting now?
It's been adapted to a TV series.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that more than I'd watch the
that's
film
a good
again.
idea.
Like, 'cause I just thought it was all over the place.
I only remember bits of it. Like, I can't imagine it was that good because I
Yeah.
only remember bits of it. I remember the end. I feel like they're outside like a train tunnel.
Yeah,
I
it's
wish-
not a train tunnel. It's like a weird theme park and abandoned. Like it was just so everywhere. They didn't answer enough questions. But I think there was actually a good story in there.
I just remember bits of it. I just don't really remember much of it. But
You're not watching anything for that, are you? Free
I
Fire.
can't wait for that.
Free Fire. Ben Wheatley's new film.
I'm excited for that.
I
very
watched the
excited.
trailer for it. It's very Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, it's very
yeah, that's
Reservoir
exactly
Dogs.
what he's gone for.
It looks
He's very
Pretty
violent,
great.
Ben
It's got
Wheatley,
Shayla-
which is good.
Charlotte
Copley.
Copley.
He's not been in much for a while because of flipping.
He's in a fan favourite film of this, which is what's it called? So good, I've forgotten the name. Hardcore Henry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you and Tom love that, don't you?
Yeah, it's pretty lit. Speaking of The Room, James Franco's The Disaster Artist is currently got a 9.2 rating. On
I know, we were
IMDb.
talking about this last week, weren't we? That's a bit
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
wanted to wait for Tom, but Tom's not here because I don't know.
I don't know.
He's too busy being homeless. Legit fact. The funny thing is, Tom's playing a homeless person in the film, and he has about 3 homes at the moment.
Yeah, he's got more homes than he needs. I've got
Just cause.
oh, what's this? Why is he good? Like,
I can see him as Nathan Drake in terms of his
he's
physical
not.
merits.
No, not Nathan Drake. It's Rico Rodriguez.
What?
Just Cause, not Uncharted.
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad.
It says here Jason Momoa. Is it Momoa? Moana. Jason Moana is on to star in Just Cause
It's
movie.
Momoa in it.
It's Moana now.
Oh.
I've said so. He's on to star in a Just Cause movie, which
He-
is, I don't see how you can make. It's like making a movie out of Grand Theft Auto. You can't.
Eva Green ready to reunite with Tim Burton.
Dumbo.
Boobs.
Boobs.
I don't know how
does
she's
she
gonna
get
get.
her boobs out of
I don't know
Dumbo?
how she's gonna get naked in Dumbo, but I'm
She'll
really
find
curious.
a way. Her boobs will be Dumbo's
Actually, I was
ears.
gonna say, I think the one. I think the one film that she doesn't get in
Laughing away.
and knackers out in is The Tim Burton one.
Miss Pellegrin's.
Ugh.
Does Tim Burton have something against Eva
Yeah,
Green's
he's ruining her
nakedness?
career.
God damn it, Tim Burton. Play the game.
Oh, they're making a Star Trek TV series, aren't they? Again?
Yeah, Discovery. I've never watched Star Trek. I've only watched the films.
The films are pretty good.
I
I watched the
re-
films.
I remember watching the Patrick Stewart ones.
I've
I
only
never
I
watched
liked
any of them.
I've only watched the rebooted films.
Yeah, so
and I
I
really
like them. I think they're really good. I thought Beyond was really good.
I think they're going to
Yeah.
try and do that similar theme. I think they're making a fourth one, aren't they? But that into a TV series.
I don't know. Simon Pegg wrote Beyond, didn't he?
Oh my god, have you seen this? I swear Steven Spielberg is just like giving up. Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep team up for a film about the post office. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Edge of your seat stuff there.
He's not done. Did you watch what's it called? Bridge
Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of
yeah.
Spies.
Yeah, did you watch that?
Terrible.
I didn't think it was terrible. I just didn't think it was anything. I just didn't think it was good. I just thought it was very average. You
Did
think
Mark Rylance
Spielberg?
just go-
It was way
Is it
too
the Oscar?
long.
Mark Rylance was genius in it. I mean, he was brilliant. Like,
Genius.
Is that the?
no, Mark Rylance is so good in it.
He's a baldy bloke.
He is
The
good.
main character.
He's in Chris
That's the
Nolan's
first
next
thing I'd
one.
ever seen him in, and he was brilliant in it.
Do you know
Like, I
that?
thought he was amazing.
It was way too long for me.
But it is. Nothing
is.
happens for like. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know.
Nothing good was happening.
It's
Like,
very.
do you know when he
very
walks
poor.
in at the end and he just falls in his bed?
No, I don't remember it. I literally remember not much about it.
Exactly. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Like he gets in from his house after this whole film, doesn't talk to his wife or his kids. He just goes upstairs and falls in his bed, and like passes out.
Have
That-
you?
That's how I felt about this film.
Have you seen the new Deadpool? The Deadpool 2 teaser. We
Yeah.
talked about it yet. What do you think of it?
I just think it's just a nice little update to like remind how good Deadpool is.
Do you think? It irritated me. You and me on
Deadpool.
this whole Deadpool's overrated thing.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Like,
not funny.
That
That
sort
isn't-
of,
I'm
that
a
sort
big
of,
Deadpool fan.
that sort of humour is
It's-
funny.
It's funny for like
In doses.
4-year-olds.
Like,
Like
it's- when you watch it a second time around, it's nowhere near as good. There's obviously clearly
Like, there's bits
like
that are
story errors in it, which you don't blame because it's shot on quite a low budget for the
Yeah.
film it is. Like it's overstretched what it can do, and it's understood what it can't do. But in terms of the humour, like I'm proper gone off Ryan Reynolds. I never liked him, and then
Oh, I don't mind Ryan Reynolds. I
I
just
saw
think
some of his stuff around Deadpool, and I thought, oh, he's alright. Now he's just getting on my nerves with it.
Deadpool's really American humor. Like it's really like so. Basically, I'm going to describe what happens in the new Deadpool 2 teaser. If you've not seen it, he sees someone getting mugged, so he gets in a phone booth, and tries to change. But it's just a minute of him getting undressed, and I can imagine that Americans would like wet themselves watching it. And I was sat there like, just hurry up. And I just didn't think it was funny at all. And he got there, and obviously he just went, "Oh, I'm too late." And then, in common fashion for Deadpool, they drag everything. They drag all the jokes out, and they say stuff like, "Oh no, I seem to have been here too late. Do you want my shopping? I better take my shopping." I'm just like, oh. I just think it is not funny. It's like it's really predictable, and you can see it all coming. And
Yeah.
it's like 90% is penis jokes, and the other 10% is just elongated crap. I mean, I enjoyed the film.
I was gonna say you're a Deadpool fan.
I didn't think it was funny. I didn't laugh.
Yeah, I
all.
enjoyed it, but the bits I enjoyed were when
I liked the violence. I thought it was good fighting.
I enjoyed the action,
You give me good fighting, I like your film.
and I like the visual comedy, not the
Yeah,
like when he punches him and breaks both his hands. Or
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I didn't think any of the talking was funny.
No, well, I thought some of it was. I'm not
I
gonna
didn't. I
lie.
literally
Not
don't
all of
remember.
it.
the
laughing
first
at
time
any of
I remember the first time. Of course, when you go back and watch it again, it's nowhere near as
it.
good.
In fact, the best bit about Deadpool was the opening credits. I love the opening credits.
The opening credits is
I
great.
thought they were genius, and I thought they were so well done.
Like I think only
That
the
was
good
the
thing
original
about
test
Deadpool
match.
is it allows you to get a different perspective on the superhero movies nowadays because they're
Yeah.
just getting so similar.
It's in a sense, it's a parody of
yeah, it's a parody
which
at best.
is clever.
Speaking of an R-rated film, do you know that Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk's got a PG-13?
I was very
What?
annoyed when I saw that. I was incredibly annoyed.
Oh, that's my hopes down a little.
That really lowered my hopes.
That means it's going to be a bit poo, isn't
It's
it?
going to be a drama.
It means that you're not going to see anything. It means you're just going to be.
Well, that's the other thing, because in the trailer, I'm pretty sure you see Harry Styles drown.
You see a guy literally walk into the ocean.
You've got
Like-
to
That's
make.
Cillian Murphy, I think, isn't it?
You've got to make
Or is
it.
that somebody else?
I don't think it's. No, it's not. It's just
He
this old
walks-
guy who just takes off his
I
hat
don't
and
know.
just
I've not
walks
watched the
into
trailer. Be quiet. You've got to.
He washes up on a boat, doesn't he? Driven by Mark
Hmm.
Rylance or
You
captain.
can't make a war film a 12.
It's just
A.
pointless.
It'll be a 12A. So like you could take your 2-year-old watching it. I mean, I get that there's no swearing in it because swearing is unnecessary in a war film. Really.
Yeah.
I guess
'Cause
there's
everyone's
just not a
getting
lot. I guess there's not a lot of blood either.
Like,
It's not like Saving Private Ryan in terms of the
No.
beach scene.
no.
But you'd think when there is scenes because it's
A lot of this stuff
Like,
like
the Battle of
drowning.
Dunkirk was like horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd
it
think
was-
when there is scenes, you'd over proper make it like Saving Private Ryan.
I don't know. They seem quite actiony in the trailer. I don't know if they just managed.
The thing
to
is,
sneak-
I don't know if
sneak
it's
on
going to be
that.
like. It could be like because most of the Batmans were all 12As, weren't they?
No.
I
Well,
think-
yeah,
I
'cause
think
he
they were.
he doesn't kill anyone, does he?
No,
That Batman doesn't.
Right. But yeah, there's still horrific violence in them.
Zack Snyder don't give a fuck. He skipped that page. Have you seen Ewan McGregor in Fargo 3 trailer?
No, I'm avoiding it. I've just been saying this.
He looks.
Different apparently,
Yeah.
but don't click it because I've been
He
avoiding
looks
it.
like Gregor.
I've not seen it, so I don't.
Oh wow, Fast and Furious. No.
Oh, I watched the apparent. Oh, how? Right, let's just sit here for a minute and talk about Fast and Furious. I have never seen Fast and Furious 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, well, the first 4.
Yeah.
And then I watched Fast 5 when that came out because that's when it started getting really mainstream.
Mm.
And I watched it because it looked like, as much as I knew it was going to be a pile of rubbish, I like a good, stupid action film I can go in and laugh
Yeah.
at. Like a Transformers film. I'll watch it because I like to go in and I like to have a giggle because it's a terrible film and you know it is.
I did that with
It's
London Has Fallen the other day.
Yeah? How funny is that film?
It's fucking hilarious. Gerard,
Have you watched
Gerard Butler is the president's bodyguard.
Oh my
one
god,
point
film,
in the-
I laughed at that.
one point in the film, they literally just run away from bad guys, and Gerard Butler walks into the room with a glass of water and goes, "I don't know about you, but I'm thirsty as fuck." It's the most.
No.
Or me and my dad just looked at each other like, "What is going
Yeah,
on?"
I was watching it at my mum because I took my mum watching it because she loves that sort of film, and she loved it. But then I went I just started laughing halfway through because there's this
so
bit,
many
so
plot holes.
it all like kicks off in the
It's
middle.
basically
in the
what's
middle
happened
of-
in London
yeah,
right yesterday.
but like on the like by times 100,
Yeah,
and it all
they
kicks
actually
off.
got bloody Theresa May in this.
They got a bunch of people, right? So it all kicks off, and he somehow extracts this American president. Only America can.
Yeah, I heard only
He's-
America
yeah, he's
survives
Scottish.
this
Yeah,
whole massive
He's
attack.
Scottish, but
They make a
it's fine.
point of introducing all the world leaders and they'll fuck them all over.
Yeah,
in like 5
instantly
minutes.
just kill them all. So anyway, he gets them on this plane. They get on this plane. You think you don't think they're free, obviously. It's like 10
Yeah.
minutes in the film, and they're flying off. And there's this just random woman on the train, and she just on the plane. It all goes silent for a minute. And she just goes, "Wow, it was a trap." And I'm just like, "Oh,
The black lady.
yeah."
She
like
gets a propeller to the
She
shoulder.
does. She takes a wound, and she does not survive it.
She takes a
Because
pellet.
shortly after she goes, "Wow, I think it was a trap," the plane gets hit by a missile.
Who says that? Like who,
Yeah.
who writes
It's
the
like
script that goes?
it's like it's written by monkeys
Or
throwing to a computer.
Or George Lucas.
Or
It's a
George
trap.
Lucas. It's terrible. And then about halfway into the film, this is what makes it. Gerard Butler gives up. He stops doing an American accent, and his Scottish comes out, and he just
Brilliant.
starts talking. There's a bit where
It's like if they give him more than 3 lines,
yeah,
he
at
goes
once.
Scottish.
He
So there's a
joins-
couple of bits where he's like,
It's really,
he's
really
limited
funny.
down to, "I'm thirsty as fuck." And you're like, "Yeah, alright, good effort." And then there's like bits where it's like, "Oh,
That's Scottish. He joins a he joins like this Navy SEAL team to go and extract some.
Oh, there is a
this-
Scottish guy in that.
And yeah, and
Oh my
he's
God.
talking to a Scottish guy, and it brings out the Scottish in him, but like proper Scottish.
Why
So
would
at
you
one
put
point,
a
he
Scottish
just
actor who's
stops.
playing as an American next to an actual Scottish
Yeah.
person?
I
So
was
he
like,
just
oh,
stops talking
It's
American.
like the SAS. I think
It's so
SAS.
funny.
Yeah.
He gives up. He complete. Even my mum acknowledged it, and she just still loved it. But she would have
there's
just sat
so-
there going, "He's speaking Scottish.
there's
He's given up. He
so-
gives up."
So many stupid things in that film. You're like, why are you doing this? Literally, there's so many houses in London. I don't get why they don't just go sit in one.
Yeah.
Rather than be like, we gotta. I don't even know where they're going. They don't even have a mission. They're literally running away. Find a house.
There is no objective.
They go to a safe house and then call for help, and then somebody intercepts it and comes and gets them. No, it's a safe house. You stay there until the shit stop hitting the fan.
It is terrible.
It's ridiculous.
But like, I remember when Olympus Has Fallen came out, and it came out at exactly the same time as White House Down.
Yeah, that was so
But
complicated.
White House Down was a much better film with Jamie Foxx and Channing Tatum. because it didn't take itself seriously.
It was so weird.
There's a bit in that film where they get in a limo with a machine gun on top of it and just drift and donuts around the front of the White House
Yeah.
with the president shooting everyone.
That film's better.
It was a better
A
film.
lot better.
It's a better film because it knew that it
The
wasn't
thing is, it was your typical.
Olympus Has Fallen tried to be Die Hard, but it didn't work.
Obviously, your bad guys in Olympus Has Fallen were foreigners.
Yeah.
And then your bad guys in London Has Fallen was foreigner, like Arabs.
But in White House Down, it was just they knew that they weren't going to make a serious film,
really,
so they just sort of took
That's
the
a really
bait.
good. Which one is it where it turns out that the guy from Step Brothers, the stepdad in Step Brothers, is
That's the Channing Tatum one.
Is it? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good twist.
It's actually quite an
He
interesting
plays the
twist.
Speaker of the House, and the whole way through the film, you think it's the Vice President tried to overthrow the President, but it's actually a plan for the Speaker of the House to overthrow the Vice President after he's overthrown the President. It's pretty. It's like, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, there's a little, but the thing is, at the end of the day, it wasn't taken seriously.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx
funny,
stabs a man with a pen and
it
says,
takes the
"You know what?"
like he's just like your proper typical. He's playing Django. He doesn't care. He just walks around killing everyone. Like it's funny because when I was in Philadelphia, we were driving to Washington DC to go and see the White House. And on the coach on the way there, they put Olympus Has Fallen on the TV on the coach to go to the White House.
Brilliant.
We just sat there like, why? Why have you done this? It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna put a song on. We're gonna have this one.
That's one.
That's one.
That's
Which one is
one.
it? It's in all of his films.
I'll show you. I don't know actually.
It's that same.
I don't know if I know this one. If I don't know it, I'll just turn it off and pick one I know.
Yeah, we're talking good now. He's doing that for him.
And we're back.
Hello.
That was the song. Yes. So yeah, we're talking about.
Speed
Do
or Cadillac.
you want to talk about 11/22/63? I know.
Can do.
Talk about.
I just want to say this very quickly. Stephen Queen's making another film, which I'm happy about.
What's he making?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm happy to
Called
see it because I really
Windows.
liked Shame, and I quite liked.
Shame.
Yeah, it's Michael Fassbender plays like a sex addict of types.
Yeah.
He's like a ladies' man that lives
How
in New
bizarre.
York. Like
But-
a businessman that lives in New York. It's nothing like 12 Years a Slave.
No.
And it's nothing like his first film either, Hunger, which is pretty good with Matthew.
The only one I've seen is 12 Years a Slave.
His first one's really good.
Which
And
is-
Shame's really good. It's on Netflix, I think.
Like, I like 12 Years a Slave, but I think like I've watched it once. I don't ever need to watch it again. And it's
Yeah, I
like
guess that.
the most Oscar baity film I think
I
I've
was
ever
thinking
seen.
that. No, have you not seen what's it called? £7.
Is that the Will Smith one?
Yeah,
No, I've not seen
That's
that.
the most Oscar baity film, and it's not bad, but he's tried since and failed horribly.
I just don't. It's like
Why not make a sequel to Tron?
13 Years a Slave. Do you want to go through this again? Remember we did that in class once, and we got to like 127 years a slave. And we just
Why were we
all
doing
of us.
that? Oh yeah.
It was like the end of the year,
Oh my god.
and all of us just kept adding 1 year, but then putting a sequel. So it was like 13 Years a Slave, Electric Boogaloo.
22 Years a Slave, 2 Slave, 2
Too much.
Years.
Oh, that was such a like 11 Years a Slave, the prequel. I loved it. That was genius.
X-Men, the pilot. Oh, they're making X-Men TV series, aren't they, as well?
It is Legion, not an X-Men TV series.
I think, I don't know what it is.
I thought that was basically.
I think, I don't know. I mean,
Look at this. They're making all.
Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs is pretty lit, though.
Sleeping Dogs is a good game, and this is the guy from Rogue One, the blind guy.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen.
which is pretty cool. Because he's my favorite character in Rogue One.
He is brilliant.
He is.
The
Force is one and I am Force.
And Sleeping Dogs is one of the games that you can sort of make a film out of because it's just about an undercover cop.
In Hong Kong, that's the cool bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think
Doing
Martial-
ninja. Who is
martial
actually a
arts and
ninja.
stuff, yeah.
He's actually a ninja, not just because he's Asian.
Yeah. What was something? Just go back up a sec. I saw something that piqued my interest. Tron. He's in the 2010 Tron film.
I've not. Yet.
I never
It's
watched
pretty
that.
good. It's like
I've seen the original.
Jeff Bridges is back, and it's got Gareth Hedlund in it, who's really good, and Olivia Wilde. It's really good. I don't know why they just don't make a third one if they're going to make another.
Yeah, actually good.
What?
It's just like Tron. It never
Tron 2,
struck.
yeah, Tron 2 is pretty good.
Never struck me as something that'd actually be
In
good.
terms of what it is, David Ortiz's Black Mask.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the bad guy in Gotham City Sirens, because after Suicide Squad, he's going on to make Gotham City Sirens, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn and
Catwoman
Poison
and
Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, but Black Mask is the most useless villain. Black Mask is like one of the only other villains I know in the DC franchise.
I want David Ayers to go back to making some badass films. Like
I don't.
End of Watch and Fury.
Fury was good, yeah. I'm pretty sure Black Mask doesn't have a superpower. I'm pretty
Is
sure
he
he's just a guy in a black mask. I'll show you a picture of him. He's just a guy in a black skull mask. I'm pretty
Basically,
sure,
blackface to promote him.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have. Yeah, it might not be. Yeah, it's this guy. Like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a superpower. He's just a bloke with a mask, but like a gang villain, a gang leader.
He's got no nose.
But then you come up against the Joker in that universe.
I love all the pictures of facials on there.
Whoa.
And not even the good type.
Whoa.
What else have we got here?
Oh, this interested me. I'm gonna click this. They're making it. Someone's making a documentary about directors that were in war or shooting in war or fought in war and then came back and made war films.
Oh, like Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
And who else was there?
John Ford. There you go.
There we go.
The Western filmmaker. Best Westerns ever made.
Paul Greengrass. Oh yeah, Paul Greengrass.
Paul Greengrass, Guillermo del Toro, Francis Ford Coppola.
He didn't shoot his during Vietnam, did he?
Francis Ford Coppola.
No,
he didn't shoot it during, I don't think.
It was like 1979 that came out, and that sort of finished by 73.
So was Francis Ford Coppola in Vietnam then?
No, maybe
he might have been.
He might have been actually.
No, he was like in his.
To be fair, it would explain.
Because his first film came out in 1970. No, because he had the Conversation in 1969, didn't he?
But he still might. He might have just gone into war.
1969 or 1973, I think.
People did just go to war, didn't they?
Maybe.
Just gave up what they were
Maybe.
doing and went to war.
Maybe he fought in Korea or something. That might
Yeah.
have
It explained why he made such a good
that sounds pretty good,
Vietnam film.
actually.
But yeah, I mean, I love.
Jesus Christ.
Just chasing.
I do love documentaries, and this sounds like it's on ties to
To be
be.
fair, I've not watched a good documentary. in a
Netflix
while,
are making
to be
some
honest.
pretty good documentaries.
Watch Supersonic, the Oasis one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep
thinking-
meaning to get on that. Every week, I swear.
I started watching that the 13th, but I weren't sure. I didn't really it was late and I didn't really take. So
Oh yeah, I've not bothered with that yet.
keep going. Oh, actually, you know this what's it called Bright.
Right.
Brad. It's like Brad Pitt. It's written by what's his name? The guy whose dad killed those two children in the helicopter crash. Famous director John Landis. His son Max Landis wrote Chronicle.
John Landis.
John Landis. Oh. John Landis did.
Landis helicopter.
Yeah, John. You
Twilight
Landis.
Zone.
What did John Landis?
Blues
do?
Brothers.
No, it's American Werewolf in London. John Landis did.
That as well.
Because his son's remaking American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, his son.
Which I'm looking forward to,
His-
pure on the basis that you'd take advice from your dad.
His son wrote Chronicle, which is really good, and he's written that Bright, and I was like, it's about a police officer and an orc who are friends.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't
looks
know.
like.
This
Police
looks
officer
crap.
and orc.
It's the new
Yeah.
Netflix
It's-
with Will Smith.
It's David Ayer, and then I watched the trailer and I was like, it looks alright actually. It looks a bit weird that there's an orc in it, because it doesn't really.
Yeah, don't.
Only 4
Yeah,
stars there, Jack.
Yeah.
Only 4 stars there.
Yeah, I think Total Film get a bit fight. Like-
Is that Catfish the TV series?
Can't fight.
Oh.
There's 2 films coming out this weekend that I want to watch. There's Lost City of Z, which I'm very excited
I
for,
fancy that.
because I love Charlie Hunnam now. I've only really ever seen him in Sons of Anarchy and you've
Green
seen him in
Street.
Green Street, haven't you?
Of course I have.
But then I've seen him in
Bubbles.
he's in. I was telling you, he's in Children of Men, briefly.
Oh yeah, he is, and he's a motorcycle guy.
Yeah, he's on the motorcycle.
He's in Pacific Rim, which he does fine in. He's just fine.
just fine.
And I think I like the look of him as King Arthur.
Yes.
I don't know if that film's going to be perfect. I think it's going to be another.
My dad think it. My dad. Every time I see it,
Man
sitting
from
with my
Uncle.
dad, he turns to me and goes, "That looks shocking," and I just go, "No, I think it looks quite good." Like a
I
genuine,
don't think it looks great.
It,
I'm not
look,
gonna
it
lie,
does
I
look,
think it looks
stupid.
weak.
Actually, it does look stupid. But I like Guy Ritchie. He's got a really
Yeah,
unique
I like this,
style of
the
filmmaking.
cool ideas with the, in the trailer where he drops the coins in the. Like all the, I saw it when I was up at the cinema. Like there's a bit where it's like he gets accused of stealing coins, and it shows him like slow motion dropping the coins back in. well, not slow motion, reverse footage. It's just like his little trademarks that you see in stuff like Snatch and
Yeah.
that you don't really associate with that kind of film, you know.
No,
Like
I think
a
that's what I
historical
quite
drama.
like the idea of it about, because it looks a bit different for a historical film.
And I really like The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I don't know why people were like, oh, it's alright. I mean, I think it's pretty good.
I
It's a
enjoyed
bit
it.
flawed, but not too bad.
I don't remember much of it, but I just remember enjoying it.
Empire. Have we been all the way through?
Yes.
Yeah, we have.
Let's go and talk film. Although, there's not much.
Let me get.
Do you know of any? I'll put a song in actually.
Somebody else has died in London. Eventually.
Yeah, I heard that. He was on his wedding, I think. Did we
Oh
listen
wait,
to
let me
this?
do the promotion, Jack. Now.
No, we didn't. Okay, yeah, do the promotion.
One sec. I got a message today from Emily, who runs the radio, saying, "Hey, I have something for you to plug on your show. Hey, I have something to plug on your show."
Twice? Is there an echo in it? I think there's an echo in it. Did you just go to the plug socket? Swear to God.
The plug shall begin.
You just went to the plug socket.
Throw it at
I
him.
really want to throw this in there.
So it says, first of all, it says like, "Hey, I have something for you to plug on your show" twice. Then it says, "Trapped!" is a comedy play with an original live score and songs. We follow the struggling playwright Constance, who becomes trapped in a play. Inadvertently kills the main character, and is then charged with hopping from one play to another in the hopes of finding a replacement protagonist. The show plays at 20 It's going on sale 3 p.m. Friday and a free £1. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. All right. So
Okay. So anyway, I was meant to actually get more news up
Arms
over the
spaghetti.
break, but
Arms are sweaty.
damn shame I didn't.
Knees are heavy.
Uh,
Ravioli.
brah.
Justice League gets teasers for a new trailer.
Yeah, it's a teaser for a trailer. That's
Teaser.
how much trailers are just everywhere.
Like, yeah, this is the thing with trailer now.
It's the internet, Jack.
I just don't watch them. I
It's
can't.
because of the internet. Donald Glover's onto something.
I can't. I can't with
It's
trailers.
the world we
anymore.
live in, Jack. I know it's not good. And we're only contributing to it.
Dream. Have you seen the Captain Underpants trailer?
It's Nick Helm, innit?
I have not. No.
No, I've not seen it, but I've
It's
heard about
bizarre.
it. Ooh,
Like,
John Wick news. Let me hear this.
you read that and read it in a minute. Yeah, like, it's bizarre, the Captain Underpants, because, I mean, I'm sure most of us read the Captain Underpants books when we were younger.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it. I love them. You gotta love them. But
They're just so unique.
I feel I didn't. There's bits of it where I didn't read it like that in my head, like the tra-la-la thing.
Tra-la-la.
Yeah, like I didn't read it like the way the guy does it. He's like tra-la-la, and it doesn't sound good. That's not how I read it. So now it just annoys me.
Cool.
It's irritating. Anyway, it's got what's his stupid name? in it?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Fuck,
I hate Kevin Hart.
I hate him.
He's got him in it for playing this like an 8-year-old child, even though he
Sure,
sounds like a
that's
70-year-old man.
Oh, yeah, but he sounds like
He's not.
minus the cross human.
He's not funny.
Who's Iron Bruce that?
Gregor, who's Iron Brews that? You sat in a room with a Scottish bloke.
Are you going to drink it?
I am eventually. I wanted him to.
Why is it over there for your protection?
No, because
You wanted to throw it at your head.
you went to plug something and then literally walked over to a plug.
That was poor. That was really poor.
What was I going to say?
Power Rangers. Are we all excited for that?
No,
Got a gay character.
don't care.
And an autistic one as well.
Have they?
Oh, Autistic Sesame Street.
Plug. So, Sesame Street introducing an autistic character. How good's that?
Get it.
It's great.
I bet they're just really
Aren't they
good
all
at maths.
aren't they all autistic in Sesame?
Yeah,
Artistic, more like.
I don't know what.
There's one who literally just bangs the drums.
One lives in a bin. One's actually
yeah,
Tom.
like people need to address it that they have much more problems on Sesame Street than autism. Like
He's a grouch. He's homeless. He lives in a bin and he's green. Like, do you reckon there's... Right. In Sesame Street, do you reckon there's racism that goes on? Because Elmo's red, and a bunch of them are red.
I
like,
think the Reds have got a little.
Oscar the Grouch is green.
Do you remember that? Sorry, do you remember that vintage meme when we went out and we had to go film a documentary for Dan's class, I think, and instead we just went to the shop and bought beer and then walked back to Mike's flat.
Aye.
And like drank alcohol.
Yeah.
And had a good time.
It was just one of those nights, yeah.
And then it all started with us stood in the hallway at the Media Factory, and we were all talking about what we're gonna do. And
and then
what should we do? Somebody went, and Nesbitt walks past frame from like left to right, turns and looks dead into the lens and goes, anal.
I remember that.
Oh my god.
That was just
I
didn't really talk to him before that. That was like one of my
anal. It just reminded me of Kermit the Frog. That's why I brought it up. But we need to find that footage because there's so many funny
There's
things
some quality things with
the
that.
first time you said I get Arabs.
I get Arabs was the first time I ever said that.
There's so many questionable things said on that, and
They said Breston. I'm sorry. It's so Arab. Arabs swap the P and the B around.
Why?
Oh, it's just their accent.
Briston.
So I was like, "How do you like Preston?" Oh, Briston, very good. And I was like, so I quickly had to turn around because I was killing it. I was like dying. And they're like, "Gregor, what? You can't do that. That's just racist." And I go, "No, it's fine. I get Arabs." Which apparently wasn't the response to you're a racist.
That's where it came from.
Yeah.
I get Arabs. I thought
Arabs.
it came from like you get women.
No.
Arab women.
I don't. Because
I've been listening
there's
to
video
this
somewhere, and it either belongs to you,
I think it might be a Mikey.
me, Sean. I think Sean was there.
Was Sean there?
I feel like Mike was there. Hayden was there.
Hayden was there. Sean wasn't there. Hayden.
Isn't that Hayden?
More
And Nesbitt was there, and we were all there. And Gregor literally turned around and went, "I get Arabs," and we were all like, "Yeah, you can't say that."
Not in Britain, apparently.
And then Mike also said at one point we walked past
like fresh African men.
we walked past a bunch of black people, and Mike just went, "Oh, I love a good fresh African man." Like,
is that a Mike accent?
Wait, what's your Mike accent, Jack?
How does Mike speak again?
No, Mike talks like fucking hell, fucking.
Essex.
Yeah,
isn't it? Shut up, dick. Shut up.
The only thing I'd say in Mike
Actual Mike
is literally swear words. Why she's like dick?
Yeah. Actually,
is.
Dick. Yeah, I can't do it.
So yeah, we walked past, and he went to say the voice is nice, but he just said he likes fresh African men. And everybody had one that night. I can't remember what. Everybody had something incriminating right on camera.
Yeah, because the intro to our documentary was just all of our quotes.
Yeah.
Right from that night, and it was just Nesbitt.
You know. What should we make our film about? You know.
Good Lord.
That guy's got a girlfriend now.
Madness. I saw him in KFC.
I don't.
With his bed.
Mm-hmm.
What was she buying? The restaurant.
They were just sat at a table eating KFC up top. Just eating KFC.
I'm on a roll.
Although, to be fair, I was also at KFC, so.
You missed that one. Turn the mics off. I want to repeat that one.
Back in a minute, lads. Nice. Sorry, rip everyone. And your puns. I'm going to put another sound.
No, don't do it.
I'm going to put
we'll have to stop the recording soon. So
yeah, I'm going to put the best music on, bear with me.
What is one?
The first one.
Iron Fist has got bad reviews. There you go.
Yeah, I've heard that. There you go.
I'm only 2 episodes into it.
The main character blamed it on Trump. He said, thanks to Trump, people can't relate to a billionaire playboy anymore. Or something. And it's like,
what?
That's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
That's Bruce Wayne.
Oh, just get off your hives. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion about Iron Fist, really. But I've not watched it, so I don't really know.
Yeah, it was a nice opinion. I liked it. I'm only
That
episode
was
2.
the
So.
most beautiful thing.
It was. It's a shame you missed that. I hope you caught it because
Yeah.
that was such a good.
It was a detailed
2 minutes
analysis,
48
I must
seconds.
say.
Of
2 minutes
analysis.
48 seconds, exactly.
Thoughts?
Mm. Anyway, do we have any other final comments? um, back in a second. I was. Okay, so that's sad. All right.
Oh wait, I went looking at it.
Oh, still good.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Gregor.
Last week's song, actually, have we told them what last week's soundtrack was? I mean, we haven't because I've been here the whole time.
I don't know, what was it?
It was
I picked it.
Train.
Was it Trainspotting?
Was it Trainspotting?
Drive boy. Yeah, I think
Yeah, it was Trainspotting. Tune. Yes, we played Trainspotting last week. If you didn't get it, then you're an idiot.
Yeah, if you didn't get it,
How dare
then
you? Kill yourself.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
But still, one of the best.
I think it's
soundtracks.
not fair enough. I think you should have got it.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
I mean,
soundtracks for
this
film.
is you've probably got it this week.
To be fair,
Nobody's
I
got
don't
it
think
yet
many
this
people
week.
would get this. Like,
I feel like it's really obvious.
I think it's a very only
I
a few
just-
people would
I
get
all
it.
these soundtracks are the same, really.
I just played the obvious song, so we'll see. We'll see if someone gets it. I think you could. Anything else to talk about before we? Still got 20 minutes.
Yeah, but we've got to wrap it. We've got to stop the recording in 10 minutes. Like in about
Oh yeah,
5
we
minutes.
can still talk though, can't we? So should
We
go-
can talk.
Don't want to
If we can talk if we
I
want.
wanna talk tonight. Let me get my Instagram thing up.
Oh, I'll openly invite everyone to Pop World.
Oh no, we've been rumbled.
Send help. What did it say? Oh, it's gone.
What are we talking about behind the mic?
Oh, nothing. Nothing, Faye. Nothing. Feel like there's something. There's gotta be something. We've almost made it. See, another week. Tom, if you're listening, you've not been here, and we've done well.
You know what the John had the cheek of to do?
Hmm?
Well, obviously, I was late.
You were pretty late.
I
But it went really well for the first hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we actually did.
I messaged you, give a fair warning, said I'm going to be late. I apologise. I had faith in Jack and you, but maybe
Yeah,
Jack.
I know how to do this, so it's alright.
Yeah, Jack was just straight on. Well, not straight on.
So
today.
then
I worked it out.
there was a knock on the door shortly before I left. This was at about quarter past
8.
8, and it was Tom. So I answered the door, and by that time he'd walked to Kemp's door. I went, "It's too late now." obviously, like
What did he want?
looking for Faye to ask her a question. Turned around, saw that it was me, and went, "You should be at the radio, you cunt." And I was like, "So should you." He's like, "Yeah, well, I've been, well, I'm not." I was like, "All right, well, I'm going in a minute." So
What a comment. You know it was Tom because of the end of the comment.
You can. You know what my favourite thing to do is before I go to bed now? Watch his story about Tomb Raider on Liam's YouTube channel. I find it oddly comforting that Tom's in so much pain. Every night I go to bed just like.
You just watch that. That was like, it's good. I like that. That's Seinfeld.
And
then
then,
the
like,
Seinfeld ended was.
works really
If I
well.
can remember, I'll be bothered to get my phone or if it's charged in the morning. I'll watch his video on YouTube of you, Gregor.
Oh, you can do that without actually needing the video. Like,
Can I?
I think you
let's,
should.
Let's go on Liam's YouTube channel and play it for
Yeah.
everyone.
Do you know what Liam's YouTube videos? channel's called? It's Liam Brown 1997. I think. Plug and off.
Yeah,
We'll stop the recording after this.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's not Liam.
One sec, it's on my like videos. His channel is called Liam TV 1. Oh, actually, Liam TV 1997.
19. Jack.
Or is it?
Liam TV.
Yeah. Just
So-
type in Scottish 999 call afterwards.
Channel.
Try capital L at the start.
Bear with
I'm
us.
sure that's just gonna.
What's the actual video
Scottish
called?
999 call. Just put it in afterwards.
This one.
No, that's not it.
That's not it.
Where's his channel? Right, I've got it up on mine. Can I plug my phone in somehow?
No, what's the actual video called?
Scottish 999 call.
Oh, it's Capital TV.
Oh yeah, shit. Like that makes a big difference in the video.
It'll make it. And what's the? Is it definitely 1997?
Yeah.
Right. 96.
Oh shit, my bad.
Surely it should still come up.
No.
Piss tape.
Oh, there you go.
It said 80 views. Are you kidding me? Right, watch this one first and then find the Tom one.
I don't know what this one is. Right, we're putting this on. Everyone listen closely. This is, I believe, Gregor.
Say goodbye so we can stop the recording.
Alright, goodbye from me, your main host tonight, Jack.
Goodbye from me, your other main host tonight, Gregor White.
Goodbye from your side chick.
Guest. Actual guest. See you later, everyone. We're still on. Don't leave, but
Don't turn that off yet.
don't stop recording.
They'll want to hear this, and I want to hear it when I'm editing.
Alright, we're
So
still on.
just
Don't go away.
after this.
We're not leaving. Still on, lads. Don't worry.
Fucking hurry up, man.
Can I not play the Tom one? It's funnier.
No, play both.
Alright.
Play this one
Alright,
first.
everybody listen to this. This is Gregor.
Hello, please, may we help you?
Okay, no joke, literally no joke. I was just taking a piss in the fucking urinal in this pub. And then this guy came up next to me and said, "Oh, you having a good night, mate?" I went, "Oh, I'm having a good night. Hi, what are you doing?" And we were just chatting. I went to wash my hands and then like I dried them and shit. Then I turned around, this boy just started staring at me with his cock out. It was very fucking weird.
Proper quiet.
No, the thing was,
He's
like,
just staring at me with his.
that was just one of the most awkward moments of my life.
Did
And
you
then-
message Matt with that?
No, it was a whole group chat. So I was just chatting to this wee group chat. Like when I was on holiday, I was sitting in a pub by myself getting drunk. It was a fun moment.
Depression.
Yeah.
Where is his Tom video gone?
Not here.
It's on my one. One sec. I've got that light to my favourites as well. Though.
What's it called?
Wait, has he made it private or something?
He might have made it private, you know.
No, it's not. It's there. It's called Tom's Dang.
What's it
Really
called?
cool. Tom's Dang Diddly Don Heckin Sad Tomb Raider story. Prank. It's not ready yet. Get it all. Right, Dang Diddly. Diddly with an I. No, yeah, Don after that.
1 minute, everyone.
Heckin. Sad.
Sad.
Tomb Raider. Story. One word, Tomb Raider. This is all in capitals as well. Does that matter?
Oh, probably not.
Tomb Raider. Story. Prank. In the hood. Gone wrong. 2017 in 4K. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. No more.
It's not here, lads.
What? It's on mine, right? I'll play it through.
Back when I was a youngster, my job of tidying the house was to hoover the stairs, and I did it for a week.
Stop the recording, by the way.
My mum greeted me by giving me Tomb Raider 1, because we played the first and third one, no, the second one and third one. Hadn't played the first one, but she bought it for me because I was like being a good boy.
You just should have
And I lent it to a friend. I lent it to a friend, and like he gave me Croc to borrow. I gave him Tomb Raider 1. Only somebody played it, left it outside the case.
Me and Tom have just been tagged in something once. Let me see this.
No, you can't just stop this in the middle of it. That's the whole point.
Uh-oh.
What?
You might have been in it. Ridiculous.
Oh, nominate us for a media award.
Oh, right, I'll plug this.
Nominate
So,
us for a media
You now
award.
have the ability to nominate us for a media award. I say us, like I'm in charge of this, which I am. I'm not.
Tom's not
actually-
even
I'm
here.
in the hot seat in a minute. But Tom's not even here. He's not been here for the last 3 weeks.
We
I'd
plugged.
happily win a
We plugged
award.
your play. We did it.
plugged your play.
Very successfully.
Really successfully.
Stop the recording.
How do I do that?
I'm
Just
gonna export.
Audacity and then stop.
Export.
Stop. I'll let you press the button. Can we still talk whilst we stopped it? 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 Can we